Welcome back. I dare you to find someone who doesn't have denim in their closet. And if we're all wearing it, we should know how to make it last.
Absolutely. That's why we brought in garment care expert and vice president of Gibson's Cleaners, Linley McConnell, to show us everything we need to know. Linley, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Okay, we got a lot to cover, but I want to start with, first of all, just break down what is denim and talk to us about the different types of denim that exist.
Okay, so denim originated in Nîmes, France, so hence the name Denim, denim from Nîmes.
Oh.
Yes, and denim's actually the weave. So it's a diagonal weave, mostly done in cotton, and then dyed that indigo blue to give us the jeans that we know and love. So there are several types of denim. The OG denim is your 100% cotton. That was really what made its way into like the versatile workwear force.
Yeah.
Then you have your wash denim. So wash denim is going to be pre-treated. These whiskers here are actually treated to give it that look. So it's pre-washed, pre-treated.
That's called whiskers. This is whiskers.
Correct, yeah, whiskering.
Fascinating. Cute.
Okay.
And then you also have raw denim. So raw denim is going to be dry denim. It's untreated, unwashed. And we'll get a little more into that a little later. We have stretch denim, so that's going to have some component of synthetic, like a lycra or elastic.
Yep.
And then you have your color denim or pattern denim as well. And there can be crossover in both.
Okay. More recently, I feel like on social media, people were saying things like, never wash your denim. And everyone was having conversations about like, never? So set the record straight, is that true?
So it is false, but I also have seen the same
Thankfully.
thing.
Yeah, okay.
Just like any other piece of clothing in your wardrobe, you want to clean your denim. Bacteria and dirt can actually erode the fibers, and I think just for general hygiene, probably a good idea to wash your clothes. But I recommend every 8 to 10 wears, so you don't need to be washing denim as frequently. If it's
10.
personal preference, but 8 to 10 wears, and making sure it's, unless it's dirty or smelly, if it's stretch and it starts to lose its shape, that's when I recommend that's a cue to wash your jeans.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get to basics. How do we wash our denim?
Okay, so when it comes to denim, we always want to resist the urge to throw them in the hamper. We want to turn our jeans inside out. That's going to protect the color and fading. Always doing up the zipper or the button, because that's going to reduce snagging and the load. And we also want to use cold water at all times. Delicate or regular cycle. And a fun fact is you can actually add half a cup of kosher salt into your load, and that's going to really help retain the color.
Okay.
Oh, I did not know that. And what about putting it in the freezer? Is that ever on your list? Because there's a rumor that you're supposed to put your jeans in the freezer instead of washing them.
Yes, I mean, I'm going to myth bust that. The freezer has really shown no true evidence of like eliminating bacteria.
I just needed you to say that.
Yes.
To me, that's common sense, but yeah, okay. So let's talk about raw denim. It's a harder fabric, so how should we wash it?
Yeah, so raw denim is really unique. It's kind of for like that denim head culture. So it is untreated, it's unwashed. And you identify raw denim from the indigo dye. So you would actually use a fabric care test called crocking. You would rub the denim on like a white piece of fabric, and if you see the indigo dye, it's likely raw.
Okay.
Raw denim really, it's very stiff. It's supposed to mold with the wearer. You're gonna get the natural fading just from you wearing it. So it's recommended from 45 days to 6 months for your first wash, just depending how much you move in your denim.
Wow.
Yes, and when you wash raw denim, extremely important to take it inside out, cold water cycle on its own. There's gonna be a lot of dye bleeding in the load. And I would even recommend running your rinse cycle one more time after you remove your jeans from the washing machine, just so that you protect your other garments.
Okay, interesting.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about stretch denim. Again, you mentioned it before.
Yes.
Like a lot of times they do kind of stretch out and you want them to snap back to their original state. So how do we deal with that?
Yeah, so I would avoid hot water with any type of denim, including stretch. Stretch is a little bit trickier, and it really comes down to the component and elasticity, which we'll go into a little later. But you can add your jeans into the dryer for like 5 minutes on the warm cycle to snap it back into shape.
Okay, so only short bursts of time.
Definitely short bursts of time and no hot water.
Okay.
So you had said 8 to 10 wears before we need to wash them, but what if you get a little like spot or stain on them? What do we do?
Yeah, so to spot treat denim, I like to use a soft bristle toothbrush and concentrated like a Color Protect laundry detergent. And you're just gonna add a pea size of this with some water. You're gonna make a massaging motion or tampering. So tampering is the fabric care way of saying patting in the detergent into the stain to lift it off of the fabric. And then you're gonna flush it with water.
Okay, all right, so what about ironing your jeans? Is that a no-go or is that okay?
You can definitely iron your jeans. I recommend when they're inside out only. You can stack the legs on top of one another, medium heat, so 230 to 300 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Or if you're a little scared of your iron, you can always take a steamer to your jeans as well. Yeah.
All right, so and here's another important question. Are bleach stains reversible? You know when you get that little splash?
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we fix that?
No. So unfortunately, So no. Unfortunately, bleach is irreversible because you're stripping color from the fabric. You can get a dyeing kit. My only caution there is because denim has that white undertone, your dye is going to be concentrated. So it might look more like a color blob. So I would recommend testing a spot first. If you really love the jeans, why not patch them? Or you can go a little like crafty and upcycle. You can do some tie-dye.
Or just go buy another pair of jeans.
Or you can just add, exactly.
Okay, so let's say you've just washed your jeans and you really want to wear them that night. Can you put them in the dryer?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I would say cold cycle. Try to let them air dry as much as possible. So lay them flat to dry on a towel. You can like squeeze out some of the moisture. You can actually roll up your jeans in the towel to eliminate
So you really want us to avoid the dryer?
Avoid the dryer, but I mean, look, if you have to, like cold cycle.
Okay, cold.
And
Like
delicate.
cold air?
Yeah,
You mean
like
cold air in the dryer?
Like low heat,
Okay,
just like
all right.
air temp. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like the air dry.
Air dry, exactly.
one.
All right,
Yeah, I've
okay.
seen that on
All
my
right.
thing.
I've
I
never
wondered
used
what
it.
that was for.
Air dry. Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, we understand. We're learning things here, people. Yeah, we are. There's a lot of excitement for denim. Let's talk about holding shape because there's the stretching out, but there's also, like, I find when I wash denim, things start to curl. So the top starts to curl or bottom start to curl. So how do you hold shape after you wash denim? How do we do that?
Yeah, so two main tips here. So when you pull out your jeans from the washing machine, they're inside out, you squeeze them of any excess moisture. When they're lying on the ground, still inside out, I want you to gently tug at where you see any wrinkles and pat the pockets flat because then they're gonna dry in that shape. Also with stretch denim, I really recommend only buying jeans with 2% or less elastic or of an elastic component. You can also do a blend, so 94% cotton, 1% elastic, and 5% polyester. And that polyester is gonna help stabilize the stretch.
Okay.
A lot of the time when our jeans lose their stretch, it's because we have way too much elastic in the fabrication.
Okay, last but not least, let's just say that you don't want to deal with any of this and you're just like, forget it, I have a lot of money and I'm going to put it in the dry cleaner. Is this something you would recommend?
Yeah, so some people do believe that dry cleaning helps retain, the dry cleaning solvent helps retain the color over time longer. I think to your point, just remembering that if you do take your jeans to the dry cleaner, they're gonna be finished by a professional. So you're gonna get that presser to make them look really beautiful and almost look like new. So if you have, the time and resources, or not the time, but the resources, why not?
Okay.
Linley, great practical information for washing our denim. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.